What's up, everyone? All right, well, today is a red day recap, second in a row. Typical, traditional, that's how it always goes with me. Green days are stacked together and red days are stacked together. And I have been off my game since Wednesday. I've just been too emotional, fired up, frustrated, easily triggered, and I've been trading not as well as I'd like. And on each of these 3 days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I've gotten green and then given back profit over trading. And I managed to finish green on Wednesday, but I was down 10 yesterday and I'm down almost 6,000 today. And yesterday I was up 2,000 before I went red, or 800, whatever. Today I was up 3,000 before I went red. So trading like a genuine idiot, and we'll recap it today and you can see where I went wrong. But as always, trading is risky, and the biggest challenge with trading, it's risky, yes, because you can lose money, but really it's risky because you can so easily make really stupid decisions. And I show you guys that all the time. Even after years of trading, you're not immune to it. I haven't met anyone that really is, to be honest. Even traders that have been doing this for longer than me, they still get as worked up as I do. They make this, they find themselves making these same mistakes, digging a hole. And, there's a few traders that are able to be really, really centered, and they have a very heightened level of emotional discipline and calm, cool, collected nature. And I have a lot of respect for them. They're the type of people that could probably fly a fighter jet. I mean, they're just incredible, people. But that's not me, and that's not most of you, probably. Most of us struggle, and it's a challenge every day. And today was a challenge. And I'm left here at the end of day 9 of trading and traveling, feeling like the last 3 days have been pretty disappointing, pretty terrible. I've been upset, I've been frustrated, and I have not enjoyed being on vacation. Hasn't been enjoyable because I've spent the whole time thinking about trading. Kind of defeats the purpose, doesn't it? I set a goal at the beginning of this trip to try to hit 1,000 a day, and that meant $9,000 of profit, and I've done it. I'm sitting at 9,000 right now, but I had to make 25 and then lose 15. So I am at 9,000. The glass is full, and yet with 9,000 in my pocket, I feel like an idiot. I was up 20,000 whatever on the month. Now I'm back to up only 5. So it feels like this whole trip has been a waste because of how much I've given back in these last 2 days. But in fact, that's a perception. That's not the reality. The reality is that I have done, I actually exceeded, I actually met my expectation. But it just is, it's hard to perceive it that way when I far exceeded it and then have fallen back in these last 2 days and left myself, it's the green to red that's so frustrating to have, these 2 days or 3 days where I had nice profit and then I just threw it away, over trading and then chasing and just not trading super well, super dialed in. So anyways, it is what it is. Live to trade another day. All grand scheme of things, I'm down 15,000 off of over 11 million in gross profit. So I can't really, I shouldn't really get that upset about it. But I'm just saying that to make myself feel better because I am upset about it. And it doesn't matter how much I've made. When you trade badly, you get upset about it if you're like me. So I'll do the recap. It'll be sullen and I'll sound disappointed and frustrated because I am. But that's today. And I'll be back at it on Monday and hope that there's something better for me on Monday. And I'll hope that I can be a bit more centered on Monday. That's probably the most important thing. So anyways, that's it for me. I'll see you on Monday. All right, well, today is day 9 trading in Martha's Vineyard, and I had a great 7-day stretch. The first 7 days were very good. And these last 2 days have been pretty terrible, which leaves a little sour note for the whole trip. I was sitting at $15,000 of profit after yesterday. If you looked at the 10 days I've been out here, or 9 days, this was what the P&L looked like. So, nice, slow, and steady, but then I was down 10 yesterday. Well, I'm down another 25 here, but then I also took a short and lost 2,100 there, so I'm down 4,600. And then when you add commissions for $1,000, I'm down 5,600. So 2 red days in a row, down 10 and then down another 6 today, puts me basically back to $10,000. Now, I set the goal at $1,000 a day while I was out here, but the first 7 days I kept beating it. I had great days. I was 5,000, 8,000, small green day, good green day, tiny green day, nice. And then I just walked into this big loss yesterday. And since then, I've been off my game. I went off my game really actually on Tuesday right here. So on Tuesday, I went from up 7,000 all the way to red 2,000, and then recovered with a pretty high risk, late morning or lunchtime trade that got me back to up 2,000. And that wasn't a good day. This was a bad day. I was doing well. I then took a huge loss, took stupid high risk trades late in the morning, and went red. And then took another high risk trade, got myself back to the green. And yesterday, I started in the green, and I could have walked away up $2,000. And then I went down $2,000. And then I got back up to green. I could have walked away right there, and I didn't. And then I took, a really stupid trade and was down $10,000, just like that. And now today is going to be similar. I went up initially on COGT. This stock is up 75%, and I traded it as it went up. I didn't trade it early. I waited until it broke around, I think it was this level here where I first got in. So, I traded it from 725 all the way up to 9, and I lost money on it. I traded it pretty much backwards. I was up $3,000 right here, and then I took a short on the break of 8. So I went short on the break of 8 right there, and then I got squeezed for a $2,000 loss in my margin account. So I lost 2,100 right there on that short trade. But it also meant that I missed the long trade. At that time, I was up 3,000 in my retirement account. So I then cover the short and flip long, so flip-flopping. So then I'm long at 850. But the trade at 850, it kind of flatlined there. It went up to 860, but it didn't break out. I then stopped out of it for a $1,000 loss as it pulled back. But then I got back in at like 859, added at 75, added at 85, added at 90. So now I had a big position with an average of like 88, and then it flushes here, stop out, but then I get back in right up here, and then I stop out a second time on this flush. So it kind of felt like I was just trading this completely backwards today. I lost on my short and I lost on my longs. I made money on the early trades, but then with that short, I just got off my game because I flip-flopped. I went short, and then when I tried to go long, I had missed a good entry, and then from that point I was just like chasing it, trying to make up that loss. So I went from up $3,000 to down $5,000, and I'm not super impressed with how I've been trading yesterday. Actually Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. These last 3 days have been pretty much garbage for me. Each of these 3 days I've been green, and I didn't take the profit off the table. I overtraded and I went red. And it's like, if you've been trading for as long as me, you start to ask yourself, when are you ever going to stop doing this? When are you ever going to stop being an idiot? You make you have 7 days where you make X amount of money, and then in 2 days you give back almost all of it. And why does that just always happen? Why, no matter how many years I've been trading, it's just the way it's always been for me. And it's really frustrating, and it's demoralizing because, especially in this market, because in this market, I'm not getting a lot of opportunities to hit big winners, right? So I'm not getting, so I'm not getting a lot of big winners. But then, sure enough, I'll catch this 3-day red streak where I'll give back 2 weeks of profit. And then I'll make money back, and then I'll have another 3-day red streak, and then a 2-day red streak, and then a 3-day red streak. So that was the last one in May. And on that one, I gave back like 25 grand, right? So, now here I am in June, was up 20, lost 10 yesterday, lost another 5 today. So now I'm back to being up only 5,000 on the month, and it's the 10th. So, and my broker has made more money this month than me because of the commissions. And yesterday was infuriating on PBTS. Was it that one or? Yeah, I mean, this was. This made me feel like such an idiot. I mean, there's really no defending my position on it, which was I traded it badly and I lost money. I just didn't trade it well. I got in at all the wrong spots. And then I got shaken out, so I missed the big move. And if COGT does the same thing that one does yesterday, and this ends up going to 950, I could either break the rules and trade it and then lose potentially and be absolutely livid, or I could break the rules and maybe make money and feel like, oh, you dodged a bullet today. Or I won't trade it at all because I am maxed out on my loss, or I'm not at my max loss here from a dollar standpoint, but from an emotional standpoint, I'm not centered, and I haven't been centered since Wednesday, and I have no idea why. Because I had 6 great days all last week up till Monday and Tuesday, and then on Wednesday I just kind of, I guess what happened was I was up 800 or 2,000 or whatever it was, and then I took a loss, and then I just was chasing to get it back, and I was lucky. I got it back. I was lucky, but then I did the same thing on Thursday and basically the same thing on Friday. I mean, yeah, I guess it's the definition just of FOMO. Fear of missing out, regret of missing out, and it's just something I struggle with. So if I was going to get better at it, it would have happened by now. I don't think it's going to happen for me. I think I'm just going to always struggle with this, and it's just the way I'm wired. So it kind of sucks, but whatever. Maybe I'll just make enough at some point that I can just throw in the towel and be done. So whatever, it is what it is. It's hard. It's just no way around it. This is a hard thing to do, and it's just the frustration. So the glass is half full, I guess. Started 9 days ago with basically ready to go on a vacation and travel and do some trading on the laptop, and I'm walking away with about $9,000 over these last 9 days. So $1,000 a day was the goal. Instead of just hitting $1,000 a day, I decided to make 25,000 and then lose 15. So ending as typical, feeling like a loser, although I have 9,000 in my pocket. It's funny how that works, but that's how it always seems to be for me. So I'm going to shut it down, and obviously if I kept trading, I would just throw it all on the table because I am too annoyed to manage risk in a smart way. So that's it for me, and maybe next week we'll have something better for me. Probably not, but maybe. hope you really enjoyed that video, and make sure you hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Our goal is to hit 1 million subscribers this year, but we won't get there without your help. So please, please, please hit that subscribe button.